There's Diego. Okay.
Oh, he's coming in. Yay. Okay, we did it.
Yeah.
Pasa si él aparece.
Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, let's go live stream. Fantastic. So we're going live on Facebook too. Okay, and is Diego also with us? Well,
Yes, yes.
welcome, sisters and father.
Thank you, Michael.
The Samper family. The father is all the way from on location in the heart of Colombia, Amazon jungle there.
That's it. That's it.
And we got
Everyone.
Juana and Maria here also with us. And myself, for those who don't know, my name is Mikhail. And we're doing a live stream also on Facebook on my page. So welcome. We're going to be talking about a beautiful family and a beautiful retreat center that is very special. And I can't wait to be there and co-facilitate this amazing retreat that we have planned for you. So today we will be talking about the setting, the place, and what makes it unique. And I can't wait to share with all of you out there on my platform. So welcome, Samper family.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Michael.
Mikhail. Thank you for having us.
Well, I had the privilege of working and getting to know almost all of you, except the father. This is the first time I'm meeting Diego.
Right.
So it's a very special family that created something really special in the heart of the jungle that we would like to highlight and share a platform for a lot of people that are seeking a unique immersive experience in the heart of the jungle. So we'll start maybe with Diego, who is the visionary, co-visionary and co-creator of this, and architect. So maybe
Right.
you can share your story and how you came about to create this beautiful vision.
Well, it was a children's dream. Since I was 14 years old, for me, it was very clear that I wanted to be an adventurer, to live a full life adventure, and to live in the Amazon. It was that clear. So I started to prepare myself for that. Eventually, when I finished my studies, I went to study anthropology and biology because I am attracted to sciences as much as art. And I thought that those would be disciplines that would be kind of helpful to approach the Amazon. At the end, when I finally came to live in the Amazon, I just forget about sciences, about doing scientific research and that kind of things. And it was more my body being in the forest that started to lead the way, my senses.
Mm.
I lived 2 years by myself in an isolated place in the Apaporis River, deep in the Northwest Amazon. Almost no contact with people, few times per year. And that was a very intense experience in the sense of really becoming part of the forest. It was not just connecting, it was accepting that I was part of this living planet as any cell in your body.
Mm.
And it was certainly a very deep spiritual experience. And literally everything I've done since comes from that. And later I had the opportunity to buy a beautiful house in that region, and I started to renovate it. I met Marlene in an expedition. We had our two daughters. We started a life in the Amazon in a little farm, beautiful house, beautiful territory that lasted for some few more years, but eventually gold was found in the region, and the guerrilla arrived and all kind of people, and we had to abandon it. We
Oh,
lost
wow.
that. We returned to the city, to Bogota. That's where we are from. And for years, we kept working with. We established a publishing house devoted mostly to natural history books and cultural subjects.
Well, that can happen. He's in the heart of the jungle.
Okay.
In the late 90s,
It will
where it's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
The last few seconds until
Yeah, well, we have been lucky because the signal here is quite unstable.
yes.
But yeah, the question is that 25 years ago we moved to Canada because again the security situation in the country was not that good. But we always kept a connection with the country. We never just move away. We had always we were living in both places, in Colombia and Vancouver. And 15 years ago, we returned to the Amazon, the Colombian Amazon, but the southern most tip in the Colombian Amazon, in by the Amazon River, actually. And we decided to start again this idea, this dream of living here. And that's when we got this property.
It'll come back.
Sure, sure. How old were you girls?
Conservation project of
Very good.
protecting the land, of supporting the indigenous communities around. But at the same time, we conceived the idea of having this lodge to build cabins and a place where people could come and meet. We, since the beginning, have conceived Calanoa as a place of encounters, encounters with the wild, with the other, and with yourself.
Mm.
And we live around that of being kind with our neighbors, human and not so human, or not humans. Everything here has the same level, very much like the indigenous people that they consider other animals and plants as people, brothers. So work around that philosophy of life, that everything alive is important, is unique, and has the same level that anything else. And with that, we have been building this place, so we are trying to support everything that is around. Our garden has been designed for wildlife. It's more for monkeys and birds and butterflies, full of food for them. You know, and of course we harvest monkeys and butterflies, instead of fruits. And all the neighbors, they grow food for us, and they bring every day fresh fruit, food, and produce and fish from the river. So that's how we have done this. It's a work of love. It's our uh, life project, life plan.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's your blood, sweat, and tears, and a mission. It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Amazing. I always say, there's two vehicles of change. There's pain and suffering. That is one.
Uh-huh.
And then there's an experience that you are so overwhelmed by the experience. It gives you an experience of, you're not the same after. No.
You are really hitting the point. It's about every moment being in awe with creation.
Mm.
Life is always surprising, especially in a place like here in the Amazon. It's a very day experience.
And that's what excites me about coming there, because unfortunately, again, the people that are come to me, uh, their vehicle of change is pain and suffering.
Mhm.
It's 99% of the people.
Can
So
imagine.
so it'll be great to facilitate again a retreat in a place where you're in constant awe. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
El
Nature
asombro.
is so perfect. There's no way to. There's no way to get lost in the process. It's just perfection.
amazing, amazing, and I can't wait to see what will happen when you put a group of people in that setting. you know, and under again, and the architecture that you built there, and the architecture that we're going to provide for healing and transformation, right?
Excuse me, Marlene is calling.
No, no worries. The boss is calling.
Oh, he has just arrived to Bogota. Hola,
Okay,
Marlecita.
We can
fantastic.
mute.
Maybe you can share, Maria and Juana, some of your, your take, I guess, on growing up
Yeah,
in a place like
maybe.
that and seeing it
Yeah,
come to
because
fruition.
we arrived there when we were little. I was 4, Juana was 1,
Yeah,
2, yeah, something like
almost
that.
almost two.
So
Yeah,
that early childhood, it marked us for the rest of our lives. I think that the beauty of being in the Amazon is like, I always say, you go through a portal where you're there, where you connect with your divine self, divine identity, and like what you were saying, you navigate an experience of awe most of the time. And then if you're giving that as a child, you can see both things with more clarity. I think we thanks to my parents, we had the privilege to live life this way and in a more, yeah, and of course we wish that for everyone, that you can live in a place, in a context that's so perfect and so magical and pure and intense, that you remember how it is to be human and part of this, that to go with the cycles of things and just beauty, like real beauty, not the superficial beauty we're being told it's beautiful and will make us happy, but the beauty that when you see so beautiful that you become part of that beauty, it's just life changing. It's like your whole body and your technology starts to vibrate in a different way, and I think we've had thousands of guests in Calanoa, thousands, and most live with that feeling. Now, lots of our comments are like my life before and after. Of
Mm,
course, we need to come with an open heart, yes, and let nature and the wild guide us. It's our attitude too, with how we come, how we arrive. If we could hear the call now, you know, come to the house and enjoy the invitation. Don't try to control, because you know. But I think that's beauty. There's that beauty there. I don't know, Juana.
beautiful.
yeah. For me, it's like a connection, like a deep connection with nature. Like the wisdom, like not the wisdom. It goes beyond that. It's like that intelligence, and then feeling that intelligence within you and seeing it reflected around you in everything, all the systems that inhabit the space that are so alive and so untouched, because luckily it is still quite untouched. So you feel that, and then through humbleness you let it come into your system, and evoke whatever must be felt at that moment, right? But as a child growing up there, yeah, it's just is a wonder of connection, of just feeling the mother, and seeing it everywhere, and learning how to respect ancestral wisdom, and that kind of compass within you. I think when you grow up there as a child, that becomes a compass, and then you navigate the rest of your life kind of finding the spaces that provide such a wholesome experience, and the people that embody that wisdom too, because you kind of, that's where you grew up, right? So for me, it's been a sophisticated bullshit detector because
Yes.
you vibrate there. And I see it too when I go back after many years of not being there. When I went back as an adult after living in big cosmopolitan city, Bogota is a big city, and then in Vancouver and Toronto, I went back and I was amazed at the harmony of the jungle, the kindness of the jungle. Yes, there are predators and prey, but you don't see evil, you don't see conniving attitudes. That is not of this, is not necessarily, it's not a requirement, and you feel that in nature. That is just imperfect harmony and balance when not disturbed with, you know. So that for me was really transformative because it went like, oh my God, like all these things that we do as humans are not required. They're not part of the code of nature, you know?
It just helps you remember that the compass is inside, that we're part of this, and that like nature, we could just thrive and be.
So,
And then it's just easy. It's because you're there, all your senses go like boom. The first thing you notice, it's like your smell, everything, all your senses are like awoke, just
yeah.
wake up.
Yeah.
Woken.
Awakened. Yeah.
Woken.
Awakened.
And then it's like whoop, you're connected to that. And then what happens? Your intuition is like yeah. And then you live with that, this beautiful package and of like this experience, and like what Juana says, and then you don't see the world the same way. And what a privilege, because I remember that I was human living on this floating rock in the cosmos, and then like, should I take it that seriously when I'm part of all this beauty, and then you enjoy a little bit more everything. That's and I think the guests come, and like our guests, like I tell you, it's Calanoa. I think it will always be it's word of mouth. The one tells the other, and the other one of course, we're in Instagram, and you have a beautiful website, and we've won awards. So
Can you speak about the awards that you won? Because that should be mentioned for such an endeavor, a family-owned business to win an award. It's a big deal. So
Well, I
maybe
think I think too. I'll let my sister speak to it in a moment because she just went to London to receive a very prestigious award. But what we've done too is that because we've experienced the power and of what it's like to be in the Amazon, we also wanted to make it as comfortable as possible for a visitor that was coming from a different kind of experience, right? Like from a city or from other countries. So we wanted the approximation to be very beautiful and for the food to be delicious and the rooms to be private and very comfortable, very different from the type of accommodation that had been provided in those regions. So not only is a very immersive experience in everything that we've been touching upon, the cultural process of with the ancestral wisdom and the decoration being an homage to their cultures, and as well as the food, but also beautiful and comfortable and with a private bathroom and a beautiful shower and all the amenities that you would expect in a regular hotel. Of course, this is in the jungle, so there's certain limitations, but I think the fact that we've been able to balance those two worlds and provide a setting that allows people to feel comfort, that also allows them to relax and trust and enjoy and open up to that experience of being in the wild, but not extremely exposed, but exposed enough, right? So I think that's also placed us in the radar of a lot of these kinds of awards. So now my sister can talk about the latest one that we received.
Yeah, just now, like last week,
No, like 3 weeks ago. You're
Yeah,
still just packed.
I just feel like I just arrived. But the Condé Nast Travelers magazine, which is a magazine read by 1 billion people, I
Yeah,
heard. Well,
very famous. Everybody
it is
knows
a
it. Yeah.
beautiful magazine and very well researched and written, and it's, you know, like traditional. Now it's been there for so long, and people trust it, um, and it was yeah. So we won an award in 2021 among the 20 best hotels in the world. Um, and then last year for best immersive experience, I love that there's that category. You know,
Yes, exactly.
the fact that it's that category is it means something, yeah, nice.
Yes.
Um, because it is immersive in so many ways. So last year we won that one, and again this year. So
Yes.
yes, yes. We have a beautiful team. It's my parents, they've created such beautiful, like family-like team in Calanoa. Everything, even though, you know, we are in the middle of the jungle, it's hard to operate the things, you know, the canoes and the guides, and the reception is poor, but somehow everything works like a imperfection, and people, you know, and people are so grateful for this project being around because it's helped, it's changed the economy, it's changed so many lives that they just responsibly work and you know, respond to the needs, and they're present. So I guess this is why, you know, somebody visited and considered we deserve this beautiful award. Yeah, so it was really an honor. And what I noticed there while receiving this award is like there were many hotels from all over the world, but it's the beauty of hospitality. It's the creation of beautiful spaces, hoping that this location, like this, the soul of this place, you know, like the diva that lives around this piece of land and these beautiful little houses that my dad created and became
Amazing.
real. Um, it holds everyone who visits. It's like a big hug. It's like the womb, and well, of course, in our Calanoa, but every hotel, it was that beauty, no? The concept of hospitality is so kind and loving. It's like I see you, I know your wonder, but I welcome you, and I provide beauty, food, wonderful people, and I think that's so precious. And yes, so Kalanoa shined like a
Amazing.
jewel at that event, and we're very proud.
You must be so proud, Diego. Building
Yeah,
all this, all that effort, and being
absolutely.
recognized. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I wanted to add something is that visitors are coming to our home. They are our guests. This is not a hotel. It's the place where we live. We are hosting them as we host our best friends, and that's what we try to do with everyone, and to create that kind of experience. And actually, it has been the most amazing uh, experience, that fact, because we met all kind of wonderful people that are coming here, and we have met lots of friends. Sometimes we just see them for a few days, but there is this friendship, this connection, this openness for these few days, and especially when families arrive here and kids, it's amazing how to say that. And at the end, they leave even sometimes crying because of the intensity of that. And I think part of the secret we can call about that is just that we do this with love, and we open this place with love.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
And you
thank
can
you.
feel it everywhere from the food to the design to the experiences to the people we invite, because this is not something we normally do. I think you're the first one that we've done a collaboration like this, and that's because we love you and we loved our experience with you. So that's why we're choosing to also welcome you in our house, right? Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
just one more thing that's
Means
very
that means a lot.
Kalanoa. my dad had this beautiful idea of creating a temple, a maloca, which is the traditional ritual houses in the Amazon, and this has hosted many retreats, and it's very unique. I've never seen it in any hotel, or very many hotels have meeting places that are very like, I don't know, very prototypical, the long tables, but not a place that's round, that it has the four elements represented. It has music and the jaguar's eye in the middle, which is, oh, it's like
Yeah.
you ride a spaceship and it looks like a spaceship. It's just amazing. So having this is the biggest privilege for groups to meet and evolve in
Yeah.
harmony. It's just,
Yeah. Something we have noticed a lot is the need of people to connect with nature, to really not only with themselves and a spiritual element of existence, but with nature, right? With that thing my dad felt when he was a kid, with what my sister and I had the privilege of experiencing, which is that untouched nature, different from like a beautiful garden somewhere. I mean, nature is everywhere. You can feel that spirit anywhere, but when you go there, it really presents like there's no way you won't feel it. So we've been welcoming a lot of people that come with the retreats to heal through that desire of a deep connection with the spirit of nature, which is extremely alive there. You can't miss it. It will show you each person something different, but you can't miss it. It's there.
Nature there is the medicine, right?
100%.
Is the awakener. We are just privileged to share space with it.
Yes.
So
and the healers, the local healers who've integrated that in their, it's like they're like catalysts to
yeah, I can't wait to meet them. Yeah, it'll be great
this.
to meet
Yeah,
them.
it's a really beautiful point that my sister just brought up, which is the ancestral wisdom,
Mm,
ancestral intelligence that lives there from it's such a wild environment that you can't isolate. You have to be an active member of the society. You have to learn how to fish. You have to learn how to harvest the fruit. You don't have the opportunity to just isolate and lean into convenience and laziness, right? The environment itself pushes you to be connected to it. So in that existence, there's the ancestral medicine men and women too, that through song and connection with the elements and of course their ancestral wisdom have kind of channeled the wisdom of nature to heal, right? To heal others, and to offer a deep connection through their traditions. And through the Calanoa project, both my mom and my dad have recovered a lot of the ancestral wisdom in the area, because sometimes things can be forgotten or the Western civilization can be embellished to a point that they don't believe is useful or important to continue doing that. But when you come with a need of showing them how important their wisdom is, and of coming through with a project that wants to highlight and give them a stage to remember, that's been beautiful, because we
Yeah,
now
it
have a few.
dignifies.
Yeah, exactly. It dignifies the
They
culture.
want
It
to recover
dignifies.
and they research more, and then the grandparents, it comes to the stage again, like my sister said. So I think that Calanoa has been amazing at that, yes, and it's spreading. It's serving as an example in the region. But Michal, we'd like to, I don't know, but yes, I know there are some people very curious who'd like to know about you and your work, and Um,
Well,
yes.
just like your father, I was a dreamer.
Mhm.
So was a kid, and I think I time traveled often when I was a kid to all kinds of locations.
Mhm.
And my mom would say sometimes hours will go by, and she'll wonder what happened to Mikhail. And she'll come to the room. Mikhail is somewhere entertaining himself. And often what I did was visualize and romanticize about faraway places. And I think because of it, I was always glued to the TV and watching movies from different parts of the world, different nationalities ever since I was a kid. Because somehow I knew that when I get older, I will be in all these places. I just had this knowing, you know. And but really put me on this road is, of course, unfortunately, not initially experiences of awe, but experiences of pain.
Mhm.
And once I went through my own trauma healing, also in the process, I had a lot of experiences of awe. You know that after that, I was not the same, and in a way, I had a rebirth of sorts in my mid 20s, and this is when I became a therapist and wrote on the board. My father still reminds me once in a while. Remember when you wrote on your board in your room that I'm gonna help as many people as possible before I die.
Mhm.
And I've helped tens of thousands of people, and now this phase of my life is sharing everything that I've learned and sharing it to therapists all over the world to do this work when it comes to healing traumas, which are the roots to every disease, every pain that I know, and really that's the world is traumatized. We're in a collective trauma constantly and being re-traumatized over and over again. And we need healing. I mean, this is part of the experience of
Mhm.
living is healing. You know, when people say, "Why it's happening to me? Why is it all happening to me? Like, why am I the one? Why am I the one that have to do the work? Why not you?" I always say, if not you, then who? And when? You know, so at some point we have to acknowledge that healing is part of life and it's necessary, and that's what we're here. One of the reasons we're here is to heal. And when you heal in community, when you heal together, when groups come together, and now I just came back from Europe. Was there for 35 days in different environments with different groups. There's nothing more profound. I get every time I take a group through, experiences and learning together and sharing together. It's sacred. There's nothing more intimate and powerful of a human experience than helping each other heal and illuminating the essence of the person. What's the essence of
Mhm.
this person and what's in the way? What's the conflict in the heart, right? And because we all walk around really wanting two needs to be fulfilled, and that's to be seen and to be understood. And when those
Mhm.
needs are not met, it creates all our suffering, right?
Mhm.
And oftentimes we walk around not able to see ourselves. So when someone is able to do so, this is the beginning, right?
Mhm.
Because we all are mirrors. We just mirror to each other constantly. We just don't know it, you know. And knowledge only happens in connection, and connection to self, connection to nature, connection to another. This is how we know. Otherwise, we just think, you know.
Right.
So I'm really excited to, like I said before to Diego and you, that most of the time people come to me when suffering and wanting change through experiencing pain and suffering, but I want to create more and more experiences for people where the experience of awe is the vehicle of change. you
I
know.
love that. I think
Yeah.
that's so beautiful,
Mhm.
and I believe the planet provided us with so much awe, you know,
Yes.
so much beauty.
It's like suffering is just an illusion.
Yes. Yes. I did a retreat in the south of France in a valley, a beautiful valley, and that gave me a taste of what's possible. And the people that I called that retreat the intuitive heart retreat, which was all about the heart. The people that attended that workshop, they're not the same after that workshop. We all change, including myself. I mean, we all went through it together, and that just gave me a taste of what can happen when you put people in the right environment, with
Yeah.
the right setting, and like Maria said, just an open heart,
Mm.
and miracles can happen. Like people can change dramatically and discover parts of themselves for the first time again, and or heal wounds that haven't been healed, and that's what I'm here for.
That's wonderful, and I think it's such a beautiful connection with Calanoa because ultimately, as my dad said, it's a place of encounters and a place of service, right? Where it's a place where the impulse of each individual to be and come from the individual passion becomes service, and people can really see that and resonate with that, and it creates such a beautiful community, which is now a global community of all the people that have visited us and have felt that the love and respect that is there.
The activities are amazing. The activities that we created, they're beautiful. And in the river, in the jungle, with the communities, they're just so much fun and beautiful, and it's just magnificent. It's the Amazon. Everything is big and powerful, and the leaves are big, and the river is just kilometers. The width of the river is just everything is like wow, and you go and go like this, and then all the blessings come.
Exactly,
Yeah, I
exactly.
think too it's the importance of what you and my dad both shared, which is following that impulse, because a lot of the time I think if whoever is listening to this has that impulse of like, I'm feeling that, I think the first exercise is to pay attention to that and act upon it, you know.
Just being loyal to our souls, and like we're hearing this, we're curious about it, the soul heard the call, and I being loyal to that's like 50% of the work, being loyal to what my soul wants and
Mm.
craves for, and that's beautiful. And I think it will be beautiful, this retreat, and
That's a
we've
that's
we've
a
been
that's
dreaming
a
about it so much. Yes.
that's a good way to end this, because we wanna do another episode of this next week and get more into the details and invite people to join us live here for Q&A also, and we'll share the breakdown of the retreat and what will happen there and all the logistics that come with that. So I want to thank again Diego, Juana, and Maria.
Thank you very much, Michal.
Thank you for your vision, and I can't wait to come to your house and share space with
Looking
you.
forward for your visits for sure, and and also some of the healers here in our friends in the region. They are all also very curious about this encounter.
Well, I can't wait. I've dreamt about it for a long time, so it's
Great.
it's
Mhm.
happening. Yeah. And thank you, sisters, and we'll see everybody next week.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you, Michael.
okay.
Thank you all.
fantastic.